And it goes a little something like.
Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna be recreating this makeup look that I saw off of Pinterest with this palette from Amazon, using also Amazon brushes. This palette is like super pretty, right? Like, look at all these colors. But yeah, I'm not that big of an eyeshadow person, so realistically I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm literally just gonna be trying this out. As you can see, I have my base done because typically I like to do my eyeshadow first, but since this like eyeshadow look is so like off to the sides and everything too, I felt like doing my base first was what I should do with this look. So yeah, I'm gonna show you the brushes. They come in this little cute pouch. I'll have the prices for the palette and the brushes on the screen, and I'll also have them linked down in the description box below. But these are the brushes. They come in like a little plastic sleeve, but I already took the plastic sleeve off because I was feeling the brushes, but I haven't used them, haven't used the palette, neither of that. And the brush set also comes with these like tweezers with a little comb at the end and a pair of scissors. I'm guessing for like brows and stuff, I don't know. But yeah, but first things first, I need to prime my eyelids because you can't just put color on naked eyelids, and I don't have anything on my eyelids. I have like on the rest of my face, under my eye and stuff, but I didn't put any on my eyelids because I'm gonna be using a super light concealer. I have an actual eye primer that's white, but I don't know how that's gonna work. I know eyeshadow is something that typically works with me, so I'm just gonna use this eyeshadow that's super light because yeah. And I'm gonna take a brush. I'm gonna take this brush. It's like a little flat brush, just so that I can, you know, move this around, blend it out. Now this doesn't have a name on it. None of these brushes have like a name or a number, so it's just like this flat brush. And if you see me not looking at the camera, it's because I'm looking behind me. So I'm just gonna, you know, disperse this. So my eyes are nice and primed, as you can see. I don't think it's gonna get any lighter than that. Maybe I should have used the white base, but it's too late for that now. We're just gonna start. Okay, so in the inner corner of the eye, she has like a lime green. So I'm gonna take this color right here. Like, there are no names. Yeah, there are no names for the shade, so I'm just gonna show you. I'm gonna take this color right here, and I'm going to take I'm gonna take this brush. It's like a little sponge, duplicated side brush, and I'm gonna take that, and maybe that'll help since this is such a small area. Okay, so I have the green in the inner corner in first part of my eye. Next, she has this teal blue-ish type of color. And what I think the closest in this palette is this shade right here. So I'm gonna take another brush. I'm gonna take another one of this flat brush. This isn't the one I used to try to put the concealer on with. This is another brush. I'm gonna take this and I'm going to pack it in, and she puts it, it's like right in the middle of her eye, as you can see by the picture. And so I'm gonna start packing it on. Ooh, there's fallout. There's a lot of fallout. So I'm gonna get a little powder brush so I'm able to dust that away before it settles into my face. But anyway, I'm going to take a blending brush. I'm gonna take this super small one, and this one I'm gonna go in with the green. And I'm just going to kind of try and blend those colors in. I'm gonna take another small blending brush, this one here, and I'm gonna use this for the pretty teal blue color. If I would have known this palette would have so much fallout, I would have definitely probably waited to do at least a good part of my base, because that's going to bother me if it messes with my under eyes. But as long as I dust it away in enough time, you can't really see it. Yeah, you can see it right here, but I'm gonna be putting color down there anyway, so I don't really care about that part. But for the blue for now, I have it down. Next is the purple, which goes on the outer corner V area. So taking another blending brush, I'm going to probably, I'm gonna use another small one just because. I'm gonna take this one and I'm going to use, her purple is kind of light, so I think I'm going to take this one and see how it does. If it looks a little off, then I'm gonna go in with a darker one, but I'm gonna go in with this one first. What I'm noticing is that she took the color actually up to her eyebrows, so that's what I'm gonna try to do too. I didn't really put any base up there, so it may not be as pigmented as it will be on my actual eyelid, but it's just nice to see, and I really want to do how the look, you know, requires. So I don't know, it doesn't look bad actually. These colors actually really pigmented and they're not chalky. That's one thing I will honestly say, is that they are not chalky. Like, I have the Morphe Pride palette and I like it, but those colors are kind of chalky, especially the bright ones. So seeing that this palette was less than that and is performing amazingly just shakes me to the core a little bit. Going back in with this middle color here, this one, we're gonna just take it up to the brow bone area and blend a little more. Okay, now that I have the colors laid down, I'm gonna take a slightly bigger brush, this one to be exact, and I'm going to start blending the colors together. No products on this brush at all. I'm strictly just using this brush to blend the colors together a little more, because I've seen people do this. And obviously I need to blend the colors in because it's not blended. So it looks crazy. I really want to go back in with something for my eyebrow because that part is bothering me. So I'm gonna do that and I'll be back. Okay, so I was able to fix my eyebrows up and okay. Not hating how the color looks. It actually looks pretty cool. I'm going to start adding to the bottom before I add the pink because I feel like that's the last thing I should do is add the pink. So I'm gonna do that now. And on the outside, obviously it's, you know, the purple, the blue, and then the green, which is why you saw me putting the green there beforehand. And then the blue is being there didn't bother me, and then, you know, the purple is kind of already there. But what I did notice is I feel like this is going to be a little bit complicated because they don't really have many small brushes for me to be able to blend them out down here. So I'm definitely gonna have to be using some brushes that I already have, which should be fine. But for right now, for this brush, I'm gonna start with a purple. Unlike last time, I started with the green on the inside, but I'm gonna start with a purple because that's mainly the color that isn't on the outside yet. So I'm just gonna take it and just start, you know. I'm then gonna go in with another small brush and I'm going to start using it to do the blue. And this is one of the brushes that I'm gonna have to actually use that I have of my own because I cannot seem to find one that would work for that area since the brush has to be quite small. So I'm just taking a small brush like this and I'll just be going in with the color and trying my hardest to keep it where it's supposed to be. So I have the blue. Now going back in with that brush that had the purple on it, I'm gonna blend those two together more. I don't even think I put any purple on this side of the outside, if I'm being honest, because it doesn't look like it. Okay, so now I'm gonna start putting the green more on the inner corner, just to pack it in. And I'm gonna be using that same brush that I used to pack the green in before, and just going to be taking it and putting it more so under there and attempting to blend it with the blue. Pretty much now it's just me making sure everything's blended and cute. I'm gonna take the brushes that I used on the top and just gonna start, you know, further making sure it's blended the way I'd like it to be. This is all for right now, and I'm going to put the pink on. Now, as you can see by the picture, the pink is on a big chunk of this makeup look. It's on this full outside, kind of like a blush and everything like that. So I'm going to take this brush here, it's quite big, and I'm going to take, I want to say the pink that it looks like she's using is this one. So I'm going to take this pink and I'm going to start packing it on my outside. is all the pink that I'm gonna put on right now, because I feel like I also need to put on blush and everything, and then further blend the pink out into the blush. But I think what I want to do is, this palette has like contour, highlight, everything like that shades in here, so I think I'm going to use the ones that are in here just so that we can see how those perform as well. So I think the blush I want to use is this color. I'll probably mix the two if we're being honest, because they're both very pretty. So I have my blush brush here, and my contour bronzer whatever brush here, and I'm going to use the bronzer that's in this palette. I'm going to use the bronzer first to hopefully see if that even comes up on my skin. Wow, it does. And I'm going to start bronzing my skin first, and then I'll use the highlighter and all of that. Now, going in with the blush brush, and like I said, I'm going to be mixing the two and just start putting them on. The blush actually isn't that bad, but it's not showing up as much as I want to, but maybe I just have to, you know, pack it on a little more. Yeah, that's what I had to do, because yeah, you can definitely see that it's showing up. And I need a brush so that I can put some product on my nose. So I feel like this brush would be nice for that. It's like not too flat, not too flat, not too round. So I'm just going to bronze my nose a bit. I'm still kind of new to this, so I never think I'm doing it right, but I mean, it's whatever. Okay, so going back in with the pink, I am gonna add a tad bit more just right here. Just a tad though, because I feel like part of her pink mainly came from like the blush as well, but I could tell like there was like some pink shadow there. Now I'm gonna take the brush that I had the purple on and just blend out the line between the purple and the pink. I feel like this is, well, this isn't the finished look, but I feel like this is like the finished mostly part for the eyeshadow. Now, for her waterline part, does she have on highlighter? She does have on highlighter, so scratch what I was just about to say. We're gonna completely ignore it. I'm gonna put on highlighter. Now I have this highlighter brush from e.l.f. and there are two of the highlighter shades. Obviously, I'm not gonna use the white. I'm gonna use this champagne looking color here and just lightly, oh, this is pretty. It's not too much, but it's not too little, you know? Oh, that's pretty. That's really pretty. I feel like I put on a little too much because I got carried away with how pretty it was, but All right, so I have on the highlighter, have on the outer pink blush, all that, further just blending everything to make sure that it's all the way that I kind of like and want it to be. She has yellow in her line. I don't know how she did that because I don't have a yellow liner. So maybe if I put down a white and then put yellow eyeshadow on top, maybe that'll work. I'm not sure if that'll work, but I'm gonna try it because I have a white liner pencil from e.l.f. So I'm gonna use that. And so I can't find my white liner from e.l.f. So I'm gonna use this e.l.f. primer, eye primer that's white instead, because I want to test this out. So I have this liner brush. I'm just going to put some white on that and put it in my water line area. I don't think this is working. If we're being 100% honest, I think I need a better brush to do this with. So there is an angle brush that came in here. So we're gonna try it with this, and maybe this will do better. I'm gonna try to put the color on now, and I have this little tiny brush, if you can see it. And I'm just gonna go in with, hers looks like a bright yellow. Is there one in this palette? I feel like this is the only one that's gonna somewhat match the color. This one right here. So we're going to try that and hope for the best. Oh God, I almost dropped the palette. Yeah, definitely feel like that's not doing anything. So I have another plan. I don't know if I should do this, don't know if it'll work, but we're gonna try it. I have these eyeliner, I mean not eyeliner, face paint palettes. So I'm gonna take a yellow out of here and a liner brush and try to see if it works, and just I kind of hate it. I kind of wish I would have left it alone, but it worked for a small part. So, yeah. Kind of feel like I messed it up a little bit with the, you know, doing that. But what I want to do is maybe try and pack on some of the the yellow shadow now that I have on the yellow like paint. Maybe it'll be a little more sticky, so that it's not, you know, that bad. So we're gonna try it. All right, beauty babes, so I put on lashes and did my lips off of camera because this video was always getting long and these products didn't really have to do with the rest of the video. So this is how the look is looking, and I am so happy that it turned out this way. Mind you, I've never done a look like this before. This is my first time not only doing a bold color look like this, but you know, also using you know, an Amazon Prime palette, like for $16, like come on, you can't make this up. Like it's crazy how amazing this looks for $16, and these shadows weren't chalky, like nothing. Like this looks amazing, my face looks amazing, it all looks great, and I am so happy that I was able to pull this off. I really am. I really thought I wouldn't be able to pull off a look like this, but here we are. I'm so happy, I'm so excited. But let me stop. We've come to the end of today's video. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to look in the description box because I will have links to the brushes and the eyeshadow palette. And if you have any questions about anything else that I used in this video, then just leave a comment and I will try my hardest to remember what the product was that I used. I pretty much use any other product that I use, so I should remember and I should be able to get back to you on that. But yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.